Alright, welcome back to another video on the Datsun restoration, or currently actually the teardown. So, got the new radiator, we're going to size it up, take a look and see if it fits, or we're going to need new nutserts. So, yeah, let's have a look. And also, we're going to be moving from the engine bay, hopefully, into the cabin now. We're going to be taking out all of the dashboard and what remains of the electrics. Done a hell of a lot actually now. So yeah, let's go have a look. Okay, so here is the new radiator. This arrived yesterday. I don't know where this was from, it was some Eastern European place. But this actually is the exact same one that friend of the channel, Jake the Peasant, has got. Just seems to be whatever they sell on Fleabay. This is what's there. I've checked it over. It's good condition. One or two of the fins was a little bit damaged, but let's go just size it up basically. Just have a look, see where the holes align. I'm guessing I will actually have to drill out the nutserts, and there'll have to be new ones drilled in, new holes drilled in for new nutserts, but it is what it is. And also, there's a little dog there. I know you guys love watching Cece. Hey Cece. Cece, do you go outside? Do you go out the back? Do you want a treat? Yeah, she got her priorities right. Anyway, let's go do this. Alright, so what we've done, did this off camera actually. Well, it's not like a ton of stuff that's been done, but fairly a lot of stuff. As you can see, we've taken out now, I have taken out now, all of the braking system. So that's all done, it's all out. The only thing that remains is what's left of the hard lines that go like under to the front brakes. Now I'm going to be redoing all of the brakes when this comes back. This is kind of escalated like a lot by comparison to what I was thinking I was going to do, but you know, do something right, you only need to do it once, right? That's the saying, isn't it? Something like that, anyway. So, again, you can see where the old nutserts are down there. Let's have a look where this will line up. No doubt it will not be correct. I'd like it to be, actually, but I don't think it will be. So this will, I'm going to have to take it out annoyingly somewhere. Vacuum sealed. So one or two of these fins were a little bit damaged annoyingly. Just must, I don't know, it's a Fleabay thing, isn't it? But all in all, seems like a reasonable quality. I think it's thicker than my last one, which is good, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really... The last one cooled quite nicely, to be honest, so... Don't really mind. Let's try and line it up with this one first. And you know what? It does actually line up. No way! That actually lines up. Oh, amazing. That's actually really good. That's brilliant. So that lines up. Huh, okay. Well, that's good. That's actually, that's great. That is actually the best case scenario, because now all I need to do is drill out the nutserts, because we'll be putting new ones in when it comes back. That's bloody great news. Okay, good stuff. Put this in here so it's nice and safe again. That is actually the best case scenario. What I am going to be doing today, I think, is just grinding back some of this metal. Well, not grinding it, just taking off some of the rust there to see what the state of the metal underneath. And the last thing I need to do in this engine bay is the wiper arms, which you can see I've removed this part, so it's actually just in there now that I need to take out. So yeah, good. Anyway, let me put this away and let's drill these out then, I guess. Alright, so I was going to do a time lapse, but my phone has run out of memory, a battery, sorry. So you're gonna sit with me here on this instead, I think. And we're just going to drill these out basically. So just sit there. I think this one first. Oh God. Cool. I think we should use this. Don't actually know how to get these out, to be honest. I think this is the best way, just drilling them out, but I'm actually not sure. So if you've got a better way of doing it, let me know. There we go, there's one. Anyway, I'll come back when this is done. Alright, well, so it's all drilled out. Let's get into the cowl. It's amazing the amount of stuff you can do on this car with a bloody, just a screwdriver, basically. Screwdriver and some 10 or 12 mil spanners. Back when cars were easy to work on. Although this is still not mad. Well, yeah, I guess it's kind of easy to work on. Looking forward to this being all done and coming back. It's going to be lovely. Hopefully. So there's that. Take this as well. I think I'm probably going to try and CAD up something like this. So for this is a standoff for the wiper motor. But I think I'll be able to CAD something like that up, I think. If I just retain the metal insert that goes in the middle, I should be able to CAD something like that up. So let's pop this down. Take off the nuts for the wipers. I think they're a 14. They look about a 14. I am right, they are a 14. And there is actually a 3D print file, which I've seen, an STL file for the rubber grommet, or the rubber, I don't know what you'd call it, grommet. Oh. Well, that's good, isn't it? Ah, alright, lovely. This won't come off. Problem with stuff like this. There we go. For this, there's like some kind of that. There's an STL file for that. For a Hakosuka one, original GTR. But it should, I'd imagine it will just work on this. And if it doesn't, I can convert it to a fusion file, or well, even in the STL I should be able to resize it, because I would imagine that time period, Nissan stuff was all very similar. So it should, there we go. So there's that. Let's get this out of the way. Let's put these back on here, just so they're nice and safe. And we'll take this cowl off. And then hopefully, that's the most of the stuff that we need to do in here. Hopefully, let's put this in the car. And I'm hopeful that this will come off quite easy. So I've only ever had this off once before, when I cleared it all out actually. There we go. So, oof, that needs to be sandblasted. You see that there? That's quite bad, isn't it, actually? Jesus. Yeah, that needs to be sandblasted. Badly. And there's these little rubber things here, like standoffs. That's going to need to be, I'm going to need to CAD something up. That's quite easy to do, just a square, and I can just slice a hole in it. God damn, yeah, that's bad. Alright, that'll be sandblasted. That's on the list. Put this in the car with the lip, which you can't see, but it is in the car, I promise. And then I think what we need to do, let's have a look at this, show you, because I think I need to look at this inside. So the linkage goes here to here, and then I think is this just off now? Yeah, okay. Cool. This should be quite easy to do then, I think. Is that like a 6 or an 8? Sorry for the no time lapses, but we'll just sort of muddle through this together. Okay, that's an 8. Nice, okay. Let's take these off whilst we're here, whatever this is. I presume this might be... Oh no, that's not good. That's really not good. Bit of rounding there. I still actually haven't got the front chrome off the bonnet, annoyingly. Not been able to do that. I don't know what this is in the middle. I should have consulted my Haynes manual, but never mind. Oh yeah, no, that's fucked. Huh. Yeah, that ain't coming off. That's a bit annoying. Okay, well, anyway, let's get this off then, shall we? Oh, okay, well, good. Excellent, love that. Looks like there's going to be new hardware, or yeah, may need new hardware for this. This doesn't look great as it is now, as it stands. It's pretty rusted, like pretty damn badly. And also the state of the grommet here, again, all perishable items, so not a surprise that it's going to need replacing. Just, you know, mentally making a note of it all. You know, I'll come back when this is done, because this is pretty boring, I'm sure. Alright, well, you joined me having got this thing out, so that's really good. Very happy about that. It is an absolute state, as you can see. Very rusted, but I think we can clean this up here myself. I don't think this needs to be sent off to the painter or anything like that, we can do a good enough job on this here, to be honest. Just sort of sanding it back and getting all the rust off. So I'm quite happy about that. It's good. It's another thing off the list anyway of things to do. And still not overly sure what this is. I'm guessing this is a plate if it was right hand drive and they were going the other way, I'm guessing. But yeah, there is some rubber here which we'll take out. But yeah, I mean, it's actually in pretty good condition, this whole thing. Yeah, it is a plate. We can reprint something in TPU on the 3D printer. That'll do that that'll do that same job basically, because it's here you go. Is that metal? Oh, there's a metal one that side. What? Is that part of that? That's weird. I wish I could. Oh, I can get this out now. Okay, excellent. So this side has a metal plate. That's weird. We can sand. Well, we can just remake that, to be honest. But that's okay. Cool. There's no rubber on this side, but there was on this side. Datsun things. Cool. Well, anyway, we'll go put this to one side. We'll have to do a lot of sanding on this eventually, but it's not in bad condition, and it worked fine. So, not too dismayed by this, and we can get this plate looking real nice as well. So that is, or should be, everything in here done now, I think. Pretty certain, yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. Anyway, I'm going to come back when I've got a game plan of what I'm going to do next, because I think it's going to be something that I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing next. We could probably take the wings off. Should we take them off? No, I'll come back when I know what I'm doing. But still good progress. Alright, well, welcome, ladies and gents. Let me show you what we're working with now. It is the day after. Managed to get the hood trim off with much trouble. A lot of issues, actually, but managed to get it off, so I'm happy about that. We're basically there now with the engine bay. I also, as you can see, sanded down some of the rust, and it's looking good. Quite happy with that. So what I'm going to do now is finish up just removing the last little bits from the engine bay. So what I need to remove, I just need to get this wire out here. This wire here, you see. I need to take this wire out. And then that's pretty much engine bay done. I shouldn't do that either. That's a bit... Anyway, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. And then we're going to take the wings off, because I need to take off the wing mirrors. I need to take the wing mirrors off because these aren't going to paint. I'm going to be doing something with them here, I think, and I need them as well because I'm looking to CAD up a base for them. So, busy one. And then, once we've done this, ladies and gents, once we've done this, we're going to move into the interior. And then I think it will be pretty quick. It will be quite rapid from there, I think. Hopefully. And then we've got to clean up the engine bay. So, progress. Progress is progress. And then before we know it, it'll be gone. So, interesting times. But I'm happy that the metal under here, over there, was clean. It looks good. I also did some here just to double check and look, and it's all very clean looking metal. So once that's taken back properly, treated, locked in with an epoxy primer, it'll be good. It'll be done. So anyway, let's finish up some stuff and get into the interior. Alright guys, so you would have seen a whole bunch of time lapses. I snapped a whole bunch of these bolts off, annoyingly, but what can you do? It is what it is. They were turning and turning, and then they just snapped. So, a bit annoyed. Got one wing off, as you can see here. Pretty happy with this. The condition of it's really good, actually. Condition's great, so I am really happy with this. You can see why it's ripe for a restoration now. Well, I think this one's a good one to be restored. And this is the tube to get the water out of the cowl. I'm going to have to try and remove that somehow. Anyway, so I can't, annoyingly, I can't for the life of me get this other wing off. So this one's really, really tricky. Some bolts were just rounding. Now, they're probably going to snap off anyway, but I can't get them off as is. So what I'm going to have to do is buy some bolt removal tools that have like little teeth, sort of counterclockwise teeth. And the same thing, there's a bolt down under here that I couldn't get off either. Also, we've taken the trim off. What do you think? Trimless? Not trimless. I have something in my mind of what I'm going to want. What do you think though? What do you think I'm going to do? Let me know. So yeah, a bit annoyed all in, because I would have liked to have got both wings off, just so then I can say that's that done, and then move into the cabin, but it doesn't really matter. This is the wing. You can see the backside of it. It's pretty good condition, actually. Like, that is good condition, so I'm happy with that. That's certainly not, you know, bad by any stretch. And I actually think some of this, you can see where it's rubbing, with the wheel was rubbing a little bit, so we'll have to kind of hammer that in, I think, get a bit more clearance. But I think some of this is the original undercoating, by the looks of it, probably. Yeah, that's got to be, isn't it? It's got to be the original undercoating, so that's good. So this is all going to be painted anyway, probably sandblasted and then painted, and then when it's back to me, I'll probably Raptor line it, give it a Raptor coat as well. I don't know whether the sandblasting will get this out or whether it is worthwhile buying a new one. Not sure, because this did have a dent in it, if I remember. Can't remember, I think it did. Yeah, there's a little bit of a dent there, look. That's probably that. You could hammer that out. But anyway, I don't know whether the sandblasting will help this and then seal it and then treat it and then seal it. That's probably a good way to go. So yeah, I don't know what the hell was that. Anyway, I'm just sort of rambling now. But it's good condition. Again, you can see why I want to restore it. It's a good one. But just a bit annoyed that I couldn't get that out there. So I'm going to have to buy some. These are the bolt removal ones. I've got some. I just don't have the right sizes. So I'm going to have to get new ones. But pretty good condition. I'm pretty happy. So what we're going to have to do is wait till I've got those bolt removal tools. And then take the wing off. Then that's the engine bay done, and then we can work back into the cabin, and then that is actually the front done then. Although I'm going to have to drill these bolts out and probably re-tap them, annoyingly. But never mind, such is life. What can you do? It's starting to rain now as well. Anyway, good time to end the video, I guess. Right, we're back. I think I said I was going to end this video, but I thought no. I'll give you a little bit more to sort of tune in to watch. We've got our bolt removal tool. So we're going to get that other wing off. I'm going to try and take out the cowl drains as well. As soon as we've done that wing, we're done with the engine bay. That's it, it's done.
And the last thing I need to do with that at some point is just clean it, which that's fine. So let's go try and get this wing off. Hopefully I've got the right tools now, because it was 50 quid for a whole kit. I have the tools, it's just I don't have the right one, the right size. So let's get this wing off, and fender, wing, whatever, let's go. So you can see why now I need to do this ASAP, because it's been raining non-stop. So I'm not massively happy with doing this right now, but we need to get it done, because then it'll go off and be all repainted. So let's see if we've got the right size for this. I'm thinking so. So this is what they are. If you don't know, you don't have this, probably well worth getting. They're just sort of counterclockwise teeth bolts, I guess, and they just jam into things and you can take stuff off. So I actually have no idea what size will do what. This is kind of all over the place. Gotta love Amazon, haven't you, eh? Stupid bloody idiots. Maybe an 11? Nope. Is it a 10? Maybe a 10. Yeah, 10 will do it, I think. If we can get that in there. 10 should do it. Okay. Let's get this done then, I guess. Not overly sure where my oh, this isn't bad. It goes in. Okay. Just looking at this kit, sorry. Trying to figure out what I've got here. So okay. Okay, cool, right. Let's see if we can get this out then. I don't know if we're going to be able to, but let's try. Way! Isn't that good when you've got the right tools? Very happy about that. That is brilliant, and now it won't come out. Love it! It won't come out of there now. I don't know, I hope you... Yeah, you would have seen that. Okay, cool, yeah, got it out. Nice. That's good. I'm happy about that. So we've got one more to do under the wing by the door, which I've got no idea. I think it was a size... I think it was a 12, so... I don't know, the 11 might work again actually. It's just down here. Nope, that is way not the right size. So, this restoration is going pretty smoothly all in. I call it a restoration because it is, well, I'd say it's a restoration to be honest. Okay, so right, let's I don't know what size that is. Okay, nice. Okay. Okay. But after this, we will finally manage to then go into the cabin, which I'm looking forward to. I don't think this is doing anything. Okay. No. So, I'm going to come back when we've got this done, because this ain't working. So,
yeah, I'll come back in a minute, I guess. All right, you join me to a very, very windy impasse here on the Datsun 510 restoration. So as you can see, we've got the wing off, in part. We've not fully got it off yet. So I had a bit of a struggle with this, and unfortunately I was a bit too heavy-handed, and I have now bent and broken the top, so the lip that sits over the fender and the frame. So that's broken. That's bent and broken. So that's great. Snap metal, love that. But I still can't actually get access down to the bottom here either, because this bolt will not come out. No matter what I do, it will not come out. So, not overly sure what to do. I'm thinking I'm going to have to just source another one. Get off me, Cece. I'm going to have to source another one. She's very sweet. Love her. And maybe cut this one off. So, not ideal. Not what I wanted to do at all, actually. Yeah, but I can't get that bolt off. It will not come off. So I think probably we're going to finish this video up now here. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to want to do with this. I think honestly it's going to have to be a case of either source a reproduction panel, which you can do. You can get hold of them, and that'll be fine, no worries, and just cut this one off, and so it's done and it's off, and I don't need to worry about it. I think that's probably the best course of action. So a bit frustrated, but it is what it is. What else can you do? This is just par for the course when you begin tearing cars apart. I am, in honesty, I'm actually lucky, I think, that it is not worse than it is. Because I think actually this could have been significantly worse, and I've actually gotten off quite lightly with how corroded things are, because it's not that bad, you know? It's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. So I think now I'm going to end this video, like I said, and we'll catch up with you when we go inside the car, because that's what is going to be the next video on this Datsun restoration, taking apart the inside of the car. So if you enjoyed this, hit subscribe, give the video a like and a share. Sorry that I broke the original panel to anyone watching that will be really annoyed by this. Technically, only half my fault. Cheers guys, bye bye now.